Let me tell you guys something. The trucker boycott, is it over? Has it fizzled out? Absolutely not. In fact, I could tell you guys that the trucker boycott is probably getting more strong and even bigger than when it was first announced like a week and a half ago. The trucker boycott isn't leaving anytime soon, and New York City, many truckers are not happy. We're going to be going through some of the updates, the newest stuff, and some real world footage from our fellow truckers. It is super interesting to see this. Check this out. New Jersey Turnpike trucker boycotts. So if you look at this video, the trucker basically explains that they have this 3-lane area, right? It's specifically for trucks because this is one of the arteries going into New York City, going to the Port of New York, and several other stores, etc., etc. So this lane of 3 is mostly reserved for these massive Class 8 semi-trucks, and this is where they all gather up. And what he's saying is it's very suspicious. It's very weird to see it being this empty, because usually you will have trucks literally stuffed like sardines in these 3 lanes, right? It's so stuffed up that you will not see small pedestrian vehicles riding around like that Porsche earlier. So it's actually very unique to see this. And there's only very few amount of trucks. Yes, there's still a lot of trucks leaving, a lot of trucks going in, but according to the trucker, this is very, very little. And this matches really well with this video, which was also taken just a couple of days ago. This guy is also going to Staten Island and then to Brooklyn. And he's also saying that this is a time of day where there should be trucks everywhere. But where are the trucks? The trucks are kind of nowhere to be seen. And yes, like I said, you see trucks like over there. There's one, maybe this over here. But what he's saying is usually when he's going down this road, right? It's a massive artery to New York City. It's supposed to be packed with semi-trucks. It's supposed to be packed everywhere with these trucks. And this also lines up really well with what Trucker Jake is saying. If you go on X and check what he's saying that basically in New Jersey and New York, he's been told that there's a lot more available loads than drivers. Usually it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So many truckers right now are getting the hang of this, right? They're start seeing that New York City is not great. It's very undesirable. Nobody wants to go here anymore. You also have the whole Trump case. That's not great. The tolls are increasing. That's not great. And also, just at the end of the day, the profit margins going to New York City is pretty lousy. Unless you're one of the guys who get a massive price increase to go to New York City, then please go ahead. There's nothing wrong with making more money. But what a lot of truckers are saying is there's just a lot more loads hanging around, right? Not enough truckers picking up these loads. And it fixes perfectly well for a lot of these truckers in their first-hand experiences. They're all saying that the roads are pretty empty. There's very few amount of trucks compared to before. And now, it seems like the load situation is here. A lot more available loads than drivers. And then check out what this trucker is saying. What he's saying is not every single trucker is boycotting this New York City. In fact, he's saying that 80% of truckers are probably still delivering to New York City, but 20% is enormous. He's also saying that 12% basically made Colorado get on its knees. So 20% is a lot more. And for all the logistics guys out there, let me tell you guys, there's still people driving to New York City. But when you're adding in an extra $2,000 to $3,000 per load going to New York City, of course, it becomes very lucrative for the truck driver. And of course, hey, everyone is okay to make money. Everyone is cool to make money. Make as much money as you can in the trucking industry because it's a very difficult job and the burnout rates are very high. So a lot of people are taking up these loads in New York City and they're making some pretty good money. And guess what? That increase of pricing is being passed along to the consumers of New York, which New York is not prepared at all for this because they have the migrant crisis going on. They also have the Trump case going on. And frankly, New York is going broke. They cannot handle a big trucker boycott like this. Trucker boycott is legit, guys. It was on a Tucker Carlson show. Basically, every news media talks about it. And now news media is still talking about the situation with the truckers. And a lot of truckers are also saying that the reason why they're not going is also because of the tolls. It's very expensive to go to New York City. Not to mention, the NYPD will be ticketing you all day long. And it's going to take you a long time getting in and out of the city. And this trucker says that him and his Tennessee truckers refused to go to New York for many years. It's not just because of the Trump trial. In fact, the Trump thing basically made them not want to go to New York City even more. The tolls are crazy. And guess what? Speaking of tolls, yep, trucks will be charged anywhere from $24 to $36 depending on size. And this will be implemented around the summertime. So this is going to go from New Jersey to Midtown Manhattan. And these trucks are going to be very, very expensive and not cheap at all. And this is New York's brand new congestion toll. And it's going to be sparking up a lot of conversation because many people are very angry of this toll. And even the Garden State, New Jersey, is wanting to sue New York City over this. But at the end of the day, the trucker boycott is still going on. It's still going on pretty strong. And people are not letting up just yet. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below. And see you later.